Snoop Dogg of the dead ball, the Vanilla Ice of the volley, it's Grandmaster Gaza and the Furious Five across midfield.
It's plain to see, it's black and white. This Geordie boy's gonna do alright. Gonna make you dance, gonna make you sing. Those Geordie boys do anything. Tell it like it is, today we'll take its time to tell you what tonight might bring. They cheer you on in London town when you hear those Geordie sing. Sing. Fog on the town is all mine, all mine. Fog on the town is all mine. Come on! Fog on the town is all mine, all mine. Fog on the town is all mine. So come around and get on down. Everybody do their thing. You'll know for sure that they're in town when you hear those Geordie sing. They'll build you up, never knock you down. They won't.
We're back. The time is now.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Good morning, everyone out there. Welcome to NUFC Talk. It is me and the mighty Win. Early or late morning now in the UK. 11:30, 5:30 in the morning in America. It is Monday.
Good luck with that. That's not even on my clock.
Good morning, everyone.
Unless I'm going to bed.
There you go. Welcome, everyone. Newcastle United, the day after. 3 points in the bag. 3 points in the bag. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Smash the like button. We certainly need you to do that. If it's in your heart, you can super chat and donate to the channel. Help us keep going. Become a member if you haven't already. And if you are, you can give memberships away to the rest of the world, so they can enjoy some of the perks as well. So please help us out. But anyway, good morning, everyone. Welcome, everyone out there. And please get involved in the chat so we can have a good, proper conversation. Premier League, Week 7 finished yesterday. Bournemouth and Fulham. Fulham losing 3-1 to the powerful Bournemouth. Leeds United losing just by 1 goal, 1-2 to Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham was away, of course, at Leeds. Still wasn't enough for Leeds United. Man United and the Mackhams. Man U had it easy. No challenge from the Mackhams. 2-0. Arsenal, West Ham, 2-0 victory for the Gooners as well. Former West Ham United player Declan Rice in the score sheet for the Gooners. Chelsea Liverpool was another good one. A really good one, actually. We should have done that one. Estevao at the end of the game, making Liverpool pay for their sins. 3 losses in a row now for Liverpool. That's interesting. How football changes in 1 week, because without that week right there, before that, they were the invincible team. They were the team to win it all. And in just 1 week, 3 losses in a row, knackered.
We are knackered.
Everton, Crystal Palace. Everton, Crystal Palace. That's an interesting 1-2-1 to Everton. Newcastle United, as we saw yesterday, 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. Big Ange, what's going to happen with Big Ange? I think he's going to stay, though. I think now the waters are calming down at the moment. Wolves versus Brighton, that was a 1-1 draw at the Molineux. Aston Villa, Burnley, 2-1 to Villa. The Derby, the Claret Derby, Aston Villa won that one. And Brentford against Man City. Man City barely 1-0. I'm sure it's Haaland, because I saw something that he's been scoring. He's been on a roll now this season, boy. Ooh, he's been on a roll. Mighty Win is in the building as well with us. Win, what do you want to say, man? You interrupt him the monologue. What did you want to say?
Well, you obviously had something prepared there. I was going to say that this is the Premiership for you, the 2 individual teams that were unbeaten both got chinned late on yesterday. Palace got chinned at Everton late on. And the mighty Liverpool, Isaac and all, get chinned
Knackered.
at Chelsea.
Yeah,
Wonderful little thing. Did you see the thing I sent you on WhatsApp? The Facebook thing. Have a look at that and see if you can get it up, because that's hilarious. This is Klopp coming for his money back.
Well, that was the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what you think, of course.
And job done at the Toon, of course. Job done at the Toon, which makes the week, well, more than a week now, of course, before we play again.
As far as the table is concerned, top of the table are Arsenal, Liverpool second, Tottenham third. Kind of Tottenham going under the radar. Not a lot of talking about them, but they got 14 points. They're doing their job. Bournemouth, of course, doing really good. Man City climbing up the table. Crystal Palace, Chelsea looking dangerous. Everton 8th, the Mackhams 9th, Man United 10th, Newcastle United 11th, Brighton 12th, Aston Villa, Fulham, Leeds, Brentford, Nottingham Forest have not won a game in the last 7 games, I think. And of course, Burnley, West Ham, and Wolves on the bottom of the table. And then your concerns over West Ham United, a club that should be a Premier League club, but they are bottom of the league at the moment, man. That is a travesty to see. I mean, you can tell the Wolves' expiration date was bound to happen at some point, and they were going to go down at some point. Burnley, of course, they're going to be there. But you don't really expect that from West Ham. So things are not going well, but we'll see if Nuno Espirito Santo will be.
There's West Ham, you see, another example of the grass being greener on the other side. All the Moyes out, he wins a European trophy for them, and the fans hound him out. And look what's happened since Moyes left. Goes to Everton. Everton sitting 8th in the league. And by the way, Newcastle sitting on 9 points. Those 7 points that we dropped at the start of the season, 2 games we should have won. You can argue Leeds, we got what we deserved. But with a striker, you're saying we didn't create chances. But with a striker, I think it would have been different. We would have done it, Tottenham, beat them 2-1 at least. And if we'd had those 7 points, if my auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle. But if we'd beaten those 7 points, we'd be sitting top of the league.
And of course, we are practicing to keep it clean because we are going on different directories at the moment. So let's practice keeping it clean. If we were, it's hard to because we've been uncensored for a long time. So now we're going a bit censored here coming up in the next few weeks. So, but hit the like button, folks. Please help us out on YouTube. And so Newcastle United, let's get back into the Toon realm of things. We got 3 points yesterday. Must win, of course, but it wasn't no pretty. The form's still not there, but we got the job done. 3 points.
Bits of it were pretty.
Nah, I don't see anything that was pretty, really.
Oh, that was 1 or 2 lovely flowing moves.
Yeah.
Matt Sells was playing out of his skin, of course. But then other ex-Geordie did us a favour. Good old Elliot.
But those saves that Sells made, none of them were because of a play that we created that was great. There were saves that Voltemada got a ball bouncing there. He hit it, and he saved that one. He saved another one. Well, one hit the post, actually. So, really, I mean, it's not like we created plays, and therefore he saved them. We didn't. Actually,
what about Jacob Murphy's?
Jacob Murphy.
Jacob Murphy's shot. Lovely move.
You keep on going about this Jacob Murphy every game now. All of a sudden, and I don't remember at all.
You don't remember his 20-yard shot from the edge of the box with about 10 minutes to go or something.
No, I don't. But
Put
it
in
is, you make one up every game
from Sells.
But I mean, if you think about it, it was It was a boring game in the first
Whichever
half.
way you look at it, it was three very, better than very good saves.
The thing is, it was a very, very but that's fine. It was a good saves, but it's not again. It's not due to our play. It's due to players just finding.
What do you mean it's not due to our play? Any
You know what?
save you create is due to our play.
No, it isn't. So a striker finding a ball bouncing in the area and just hits it. That's not.
Yeah,
due
but
to
how has
our
it got in the
ability.
area in the first place?
What? No, it
How
wasn't.
has it got into the area in the first
You
through
remember that?
our play?
You remember that goal by Harvey Barnes at the end of the USG game? That is a play that we created. That is something we created, and it was due to our play, due to our ability to counter. That is due to the team. A striker finding the ball there and just hitting it. That's not saying the team played great.
But what about the build up to the ball finding its way there in the first place?
Well, I just don't.
Well, that's due to our play, team play.
Well, if you say so, that's fine. I don't think we play. I don't think our form is there. Graham Nickel, I am watching the games very much. So I'm actually commentating the game. So I'm focused on the plays. So I'm not sleeping like Wayne in the stadium. I'm actually doing proper work, and I don't just go out there and drink beer.
You're doing that much work. You miss
and eat
shot.
hamburgers. I don't go out there and drink beer and eat hamburgers. I'm
I
actually
don't
focused.
drink beer either when I'm at the match.
So, I think that you can't deny that. Are you saying that we are in top form? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at
Okay.
all. But I'm
So
saying
we
there were very good passages in that game yesterday. Are you stupid or what?
Yeah, well, listen, I'm just saying, Dan Burn for stature, exactly, Predator. Shout out to Killing Watling. There says Joe Linton header from a set piece, got a great save from Sells. Yeah, that was a good set. That was a good header. That's right. Predictable header, but that was a good header nonetheless. And Sells got that one. And but the good part of the first half was boring, man. You can't deny that. It was really boring. And part of that, the referee, by the way, just chopped the game up a lot.
No, the referee was we keep on saying it as well. It's like a stuck record, and I don't know what they're going to do about it. To be fair,
I'm not going to do nothing.
I think the only way to do it is to bring in the challenge system, so that when the ref makes what's an obvious wrong call, and that can be for anything. It can be for a throwaway. At the minute, VAR can only look at red cards and penalty decisions. That's the only thing VAR is there for. It shouldn't just be there for that. It should be there for everything. And if you get a challenge, you say that decision was wrong. It should be recoverable using VAR. That's what it's there for.
Well, I agree with that, but it's not going to happen. So it's not going to happen this season. It's not going to happen anytime sooner, and we just have to deal with what we got. I don't think that the referee necessarily went out there to be prejudiced against Newcastle United. I think
I'm not saying that's prejudice at all. It's just incompetence.
I think it's just bad refereeing. So what are you going to do about that? It's just other than them getting in trouble. That's about the only.
Well, the whole point is that those bad decisions can be rectified. I mean, he got one decision right when the linesman gave a goal kick when it was blatantly a corner, and the referee overruled it. So he actually got that one right. I don't know what the lino was doing.
Yeah. I think. Listen, we got a game done. We got the job done, and exactly. It is what it is. It was a weird game, an odd game, like Roger is saying in the chat. By the way, help us by reaching 100 likes as soon as possible, please. If you can do that, it's free. It doesn't cost a dime. Hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. We got a long show ahead of us. And don't forget, tonight as well, we're coming back at 9 p.m. on YouTube. So stay tuned, and you can listen throughout the day. Right now on the website and many online directories that you listen to. We are working on new things coming up, so stay tuned. And here we go. There's a lot of things to talk about. Really, it's early in the right now. Many stories to talk about. One in particular, Lewis Hall being hurt. That is going to be a major setback once again for Newcastle. Byrne will continue to play at left back, and that is unfortunate that we have to deal with that. But that's kind of, we're just going to have to make do. You know, Gordon, Joe Linton, J7 at times, they're all going to have to help him out, cover his area. It's just how it is at the moment. And again, it is what it is.
It's just who we are.
So,
it's just who we are, mate.
Just who we are. Just who we are at the moment. He needs to learn as well what he can do and not go gung-ho to the front for no reason. He can't create. He can't pass. He barely crossed one ball yesterday. Again, that's not his game. So it's not in his repertoire to do that. He's a defender, a really good one, and we got him into the international team. So that's what he needs to do. But unfortunately, right now he's got to be able. He's going to have to play on that side due to players not being available. You would assume at some point Kraft could get Kraft is going on. Something's going on with Kraft as far as injury as well. I don't think he's 100% fit. So that's something to think about.
Our roving news reporter, Connor, thank you, Connor, saying Leo Shahar has been called up to the first team training after the injury to Lewis Hall and Tino at Livramento.
Yeah, there you go.
The starlet has impressed as under one captain and could get his chance to play this season. Another youngster, Alex Murphy, could also get his chance with a lack of fullback options now, and that was what who was on yesterday asking for Murphy to be given a chance on the reaction.
I'm not sure, but Alex Murphy, and for what? He's center back.
No, left back. He was talking about instead of Byrne.
Nah,
Which
I
of
want to
course
put another.
I didn't agree with.
I don't want to put another there. How am I going to put another center back? That's not a for left back when I'm criticizing the center back playing left back right now. It makes no sense. We need to put in the agile players, the players that are fast, the players that can run, the players that can defend, the players that are born for that position. Leo Shahar could be one of them. What about the other one, Harrison Ashby? You know, they're all there. So just at some point, you're going to have to play them in. You're in a situation where you need them. Who knows? They might work, but you got to give them an opportunity to do that. And that's the one thing that Eddie Howe, he doesn't trust young players. And he's going to have to. At some point, you're just going to have to play what you got, man. Because everybody saw Morgan Gibbs White. He was doing his thing. Everybody saw that. The ones that were awake. So I'll be in the chat here. I'll be in the Chipmunks. Is that his name? Albie? Or Melvin?
Albie, yeah.
No, I know. It's Albie, but I mean, the movie. Is it Melvin and the Chipmunks or Albie and the Chipmunks? Which one?
I've got no idea. Oh, Alvin, you're talking about.
Alvin, there you go.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, you're talking about.
For somebody that has no idea, that's interesting.
You're out your mind, man.
Albie here says, we played well. Every Geordie knows for some reason we always take a good 6 or 7 games to get going. Maybe it's a new fitness coach we need. But we always start slow since Ed's been here. And the fact that that's something that we need to be okay with, it's alarming, to say the least. But there you go. That's something I guess that we just gotta put up. It is what it is, right? We just start slow.
There's always reasons for it.
James Cuff, Byrne has to be left back for me now with Hall out, even though I don't like it. Having a right footer at left back is a recipe for disaster. Too predictable for the opposition and will cause pressure on ourselves. Yeah, but Byrne is not creating anything with his left foot anyway. So what are we talking about? It's not.
Again, you're watching a different game to me.
That's actually predictable. The fact that that the opposition knows this guy's not going to get forward. Well, he is, but he's not going to do anything about it, anything proactive. So that's predictable in itself. But I do agree with you in the sense that, it is what it is. We got who we got, play him out there. That's fine. It's not, it's just a weak link, but we got all the players to go out there and cover for him. We're gonna have to. That's just it is what it is. But he went. Lewis Hall had an issue against USG and went on to I guess to go for a scan, and now he's going to go again for a scan to see if it's a big injury or if it's or what's going to happen. I don't know, but it's definitely not going to be a new thing. I mean, sorry, a short thing. That's what I meant. It's going to be a few weeks. It's going to be a few weeks, ladies and gents. And now rumors on X, for whatever they're worth, right now at this point, saying that Yohan Wissa has done his ACL. No, I mean, I would assume the club would have confirmed that. So I wouldn't go as far as social media.
The club have confirmed that it's an MCL, I think.
Since when?
That was last week, Gary was saying.
No.
Because he said he had the same hyperextended ligament or something.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be back.
All beyond my ken, by the way. All this.
He's supposed to be back by the end of the international break, and apparently, due to people on social media, I don't know how they're getting this information, but they're saying that no, he is not.
Well, it only takes one to put it out there, and everybody retweets it, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, that could be true. Ramsey is supposed to be back. He wasn't able to. He wasn't in the team sheet, obviously, in the squad sheet, because of, he's not ready 100%. So we'll see if he'll be on the next one. We've got a long time anyway, so maybe by the end of the international break he will be able to come back. That's a good one. But let's go with the donkey of the week. Who were the donkey of the week, ladies and gentlemen?
Liverpool.
This guy's hilarious, man. Why does my thing never work, man? This it makes for a poor joke. Liverpool. This dude laughs. It's hilarious, man. We'll get to work. No worries. Either way, what a joke, isn't it? At the end of the game against Chelsea, that was wonderful to watch. Did you see the video of Eddie Howe and Anderson speaking after the game? They were hugging each other, kissing, much less.
I didn't say I'd never heard them speaking or anything, but I did see him give him a pat on the back and a cuddle, and very good. Yeah, he'll be coming back. If he keeps going.
Entitled Newcastle fan. That's what I call him. And everybody at the hill.
Entitled to.
Yeah, well, there you go. When other teams do it to us, stop complaining and and it's their right to say they wanted Isak at the time. Remember, Arsenal fans wanted Isak. They say he's coming. He'll be here. Yeah, everybody out there crying, Newcastle fans crying. I can't be entitled. Arsenal fans, they expect to. Well, the same for Newcastle fans. Most think that what's his name is going to come here no matter what, and I do agree with that.
Did they get him?
It doesn't matter. They didn't even go for him. So what are you talking about? Arsenal didn't even go for him.
I'm saying Liverpool, did they get him?
They got their player.
They got him, exactly.
Yeah, but the point is the hypocritical fans that cry when other teams want our players, and we do the exact same thing. That's the thing. So that's why I keep telling everybody, just shut up and deal with it. It is what it is. If other clubs want your players, that's a good thing.
It is what it is. We are who we are.
We are who we are. There we go.
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are.
Craig Erlington says on the chat, says, when you can't keep saying that Burn played well yesterday, as he was crap again. But I think we've seen one of the best taken penalties yesterday by Voltemade. Well, that's two subjects there, but the first one we already know. It's just pointless going on over and over. But Voltemade scoring once again, history made yesterday because Nick Voltemade joins Les Ferdinand and Alan Shearer as the only players to score in their first 3 Premier League home games for Newcastle. That was history, and that is proper history, lads. I mean, that is for real. And we're talking about it hasn't been done in literally 30 years. Yeah. 30 years since the last time it happened.
Let's make it history.
And that is that is very good. He needs to be taking the penalties. I don't care if Gordon's on the pitch. We don't need to cater to Gordon's feelings. We need to be catering to the center forward feelings. He needs his confidence up. He needs to be scoring. And I hope that Eddie Howe has the personality to just say, my center forward needs to take the penalties from now on. Plain and simple.
You know what I'd be doing if I was Eddie Howe? I would be having on the training pitch in front of the whole squad a 20 penalty competition, and whoever, in fact, make it more critical. Make it a 5 penalty competition between Isaac and Gordon, between Walter Marder and Gordon, just like a penalty shootout. And if they all score their first 5 or 4 of their first 5, then sudden death. See who can handle the pressure if they really want it. Be interesting. That would be an interesting film. That, not to show everybody else because you'll see where they take their penalties, but yeah, I think that's what I would do if they're both adamant that they want to take them. Say, right, have a shootout, because that's proper pressure. It's about as near a proper pressure as you could create. You're out your mind, man.
That's what I gotta say to you, man. Well, listen, I think that would be good though. But that would be in training. But I mean, it's not going to happen, man. None of this crap is going to happen. We know that Gordon's feelings are top of the priority list for Newcastle at the moment. We want to.
Don't know that at all.
By everything, anything by Eddie Howe's actions. I mean, he puts him in center forward because he doesn't want to sub him off. He subs him off minutes later because obviously he can't score. He keeps doing that. We just got to go by actions, and Voltemada wanted. I will defend Voltemada here. He wanted to take both penalties against USG. He grabbed the ball and he was persuaded to give it up. So, but I'm telling you something Alan Shearer would have done, for example. I'm not giving this ball up. I don't care if you ask me. I'm not giving it up. You're gonna have to make a fool out of yourself and try to take this ball away from my hands right now. And
the most famous example of that. The most famous example of that happening at the Toon was promotion season under Keegan, when Darren Peacock and David Kelly were top of the charts, fighting it out to be top scorer for the Toon. And Gavin Peacock was the designated penalty taker, but David Kelly already had 2 goals, so he was taking the penalty for his 3rd goal, which would also have put him in front of Peacock in the scoring charts. So they had a proper go there. You're not taking it, I'm taking it. That was just they scored anyway. So David Kelly got his hat-trick. He won the day.
If I don't get I'm telling everybody, if I'm not getting the ball, first of all, in service, as far as service is concerned, if I'm not getting the ball in the penalty, if I'm not getting the ball, I'm ripping every urinal in that damn bathroom. So, and he's big enough to scare everybody. So, you guys, sometimes you just gotta be strong, man. I'm telling you. And he seems like that. By the way, he seems like he takes no crap from anyone. You remember the against Arsenal, the Gabriel situation. He was not taking that apology whatsoever. Gabriel kept apologizing, trying to give him a hand. And I said, no, why would you even do that? Why would you even try to punch me in the face? I'm not taking your apology. So gotta do the same with teammates, man. You're gonna have to take this ball from my dead body. So there you go. Gotta have it. But he's still new to the clan, though.
That's the last thing we want. Another unavailable striker.
But that's interesting. By the way, I do want to say I kind of made that mistake again. Rest in peace, Willie McFowle. We have definitely had many quizzes before where we brought up Willie McFowle from former Newcastle United player, McFall. Apologies, and obviously he passed away over the weekend, and but there's a lot of criticism now from Newcastle fans because they say
Criticism of Willie McFall.
no. Fucking hell. Can you let me finish? And then you would rudely interrupt me, if you want to.
Well,
I
you
remember
were
him-
talking about Willie McFall, and you said he's getting bored. He's getting a lot of criticism, and I'm
But
thinking,
you gotta let me finish then. That's fine. From fans to Newcastle United because they didn't do a minute of silence, and actually I agree 100%. I totally forgot during the game, to be honest, but fans have come out and said surely Willie McFall deserved a minute of silence for a little bit of a tribute from Newcastle United. They did a tweet. That's not a tribute. That's
absolutely. In fact, did I not read? I'd forgotten that they didn't do it, but I'm sure I read somewhere on Saturday that they were doing a minute's applause and wearing armbands.
But they didn't.
You know, shame
Well, the
on me.
armband, I'm not sure. I wasn't.
Shame on me.
I
I didn't even forget that they didn't. If you understand, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, you're talking about Willie McFall, man. Play for the Toon in '85 and 87. I remember
3 times.
What was the anecdote? Because I brought this up. I have a good memory, but now I got a good memory to remember this part, but I don't know what exactly was the interesting fact. It was an interesting fact about Willie McFall. I think he was at an airport and they had an interview or something like that. It was kind of famous at the time, but I
was at Ibrox when he saved his penalty against Rangers in the semi-final of the Fairs Cup.
So Neil Farrington here on X says the lack of a minute of silence or applause for Willie McFall today was poor. 550 or so, 550 or so in UFC games. Oh, as a player, and manager, many more as coach. 22 years of service, very, very poor. So some fans criticizing that right there, and deserving. I mean, it's kind of poor. But Newcastle has been doing that, by the way. Newcastle has been doing it. Has been very poor when it comes to that. They didn't acknowledge
John
Tudor, and then somebody else passed in the same week, I think. They didn't acknowledge John Tudor.
I don't think I remember he did, but he wasn't as notable as John.
Did they even acknowledge the mighty win? No, they didn't.
No, mighty win, they didn't. Which again,
the proper one, that's the right one.
That's two of the.
You know what I mean? The club
two of the
doesn't
Fairs Cup heroes in the space of 3 months, and neither one acknowledged.
James Cobb says they wore armbands. I could remember a black armband, but that ain't. If you don't acknowledge it, that don't mean nothing, man.
I don't remember. But
if you don't then acknowledge it, that doesn't mean anything. And I think that every club that I've seen does that. Even Liverpool did it with. I think there was a former women coach that passed away not too long ago, and they did something, I believe. But either way, I mean, you're talking about players that were very important once upon a time for Newcastle. I don't think that can just, I don't think that can just be an oversight. That should never be the answer. Oh, we forgot about it, or nah, come on, man. That's very poor. That's very poor. So yeah, some fans having an issue with that right there. And rightly so. Rightly so. But RIP Willie McFall.
I'm just having a quick look at the match now, and I can't see any armbands on.
No, yeah, I don't think so either. Smash the like button, folks. Help us get to 100 likes in this stream. We only got 46 likes on YouTube. Come on, smash the like button. You know that helps. So please do that right now. If everybody's coming in, make your dime. Don't forget to smash the like button. Took on a phrase says some of them had black armbands on. I did see some of them, but I don't know if it had to do anything with Willie McFall, though. To be honest, then that could have been something. Oh
yeah, I can see. Yeah, they have. They're very, very narrow. Oh well, wait a minute. Botman hasn't. Bruno has.
So it's something. It might be something with the Premier League. Nothing to do with it. So Stephen Field there says They did wear black black armbands for McFall. He deserved better, as did Win. Yeah, but that ain't going to, again, if you don't acknowledge it publicly or minute of silence from the stadium, thoughts with the family, whatever.
Yeah,
It
Sandro
doesn't count.
did.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, it's weird. Some of them have and some of them haven't.
So that can't be about McFall. If that's the case, then what are we doing here? Some players get to do it. They choose to do it. Some say, no, I don't want to do it. There has to be the leadership within the club saying everybody without, it's not an option. It's not a choice. Everybody wears a McFall because just like you want to. Again, that's irrelevant now. They didn't wear it. Some of them did, some of them didn't. But it has to come from the club to say, look, I don't care what you want or what you don't want. It's not a choice. Everybody has to put their armband on. We're going to do a minute of silence for our fallen player. And just like you want to be a Toon legend at some point, and you want to be, remembered as a Toon legend, you got to do the same for the ones that come before you. Plain and simple. No, none of this BS. I want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's a little tight, man. I can't do it. No, screw all that. It's nonsense.
Most of them have.
The vibes is what are you arguing about? We're arguing about one of our fallen former players not being honored by Newcastle yesterday. But moving on from that, R.I.P. William McFall and his family. Where was he's living in Ireland? I'm assuming. Went back to Ireland.
No, I think he was still living in the Northeast. He's from Ireland originally, but no, I think he was still living in the Northeast.
Yeah. So, all right, then let's go with. Hopefully, this video plays. At this point, I'm not sure, but Alain Pardew claims Newcastle United can win the Premier League. Interesting. So let's take a listen. If not, we'll just take it from there. Are you kidding me, bro? You are not good.
You're out your mind, man.
Anyway, so I'm not sure why this thing is not playing, but either way, he believes we can win the Premier League. I was trying to get his arguments and why he thinks that way. I'm assuming you're gonna agree with him because you guys are just happy clapping. Not even the greatest happy clapper would come up with that nonsense. I think anything is possible, but
did he have a time scale?
Well, I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't play this damn video, so but I think that's a little wishful thinking when we literally are just right above relegation zone. I just think it's a bit odd at the moment. Anything can happen. You can just win every game from now on, and yeah, we'll win it. But is that going to be really? Is that going to really happen? A lot of things have to click for Newcastle United for that to happen. That would be an incredible season, but I just don't see it.
Jordy Dan's saying he said this season. Very nice.
Yeah, he said no. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This season, he's talking about this season. I thought you were talking about timeline as in, I don't know, like how to do it, when to do it, or what. But no, he's talking about this season. It's wishful thinking. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know if he's trying to get on Newcastle's fan good side. And that's not hard to do. You just got to say Newcastle are going to win something, and Newcastle fans will flock to you. It just happens that way. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Listen, it would be an incredible season. You don't think we can win the Premier League this season? I figure you'll be all over that.
Unlikely, highly unlikely. Well, if you want to bet Newcastle to win it, you can get something like 100-1. So there you go. You know what? I think we are currently eighth favourites, which is about where we are.
Eighth. Oh,
yet again, we're punching above our weight.
No, we're not. Eighth. Are you what?
Yeah, they've got Spurs, Man U.
And stop talking about they, man. What do you
The
think?
bookies. The bookies.
What the bookies? Bookies mean nothing, man. There's a bunch of old people just getting together and saying who's going to be who.
The bookies look after their pennies,
Yeah,
and they're
and
doing give you
and they're
stupid
wrong.
odds because
And
that's
they're
how
wrong.
they start losing money.
They're wrong most of the time. So
No, they're right most of the time. That's why that you've never seen a poor bookie.
because they keep on saying Man City or Liverpool are going to win. Anybody can make money off of that.
Well,
Look,
no,
man.
because if Man City or Liverpool win, they lose money because everybody's betting on it.
Nobody thinks that anybody else, probably other than Arsenal, or Chelsea could be. You never know. Never know, really.
I think Spurs are dark horses for one thing,
Could be. They're not. They're
and you got Chelsea.
but if Spurs are that, then we are in the mix as well. Spurs are not. We're not, Spurs are not better than us. On the table, they are right now, but as far as squad is concerned, for example,
But that's exactly why I think we've got no chance this season because of the start we had. You know, we're already, way behind the curve. And in order to get in front of the curve, we're going to have yet another incredible run that historically we've managed to do.
I think
It's
we need
going
to
to
go
have to
for
be some bloody run this time for it to get, because not only have we got to win, but the teams that are above us have got to lose. So odds of that happening, pretty remote, I would say.
I don't think.
God would I love to see it.
The start is poor, to say the least. No doubt about it.
Yeah. But as lots of people have mentioned, historically, that's where we've been. We are notoriously poor starters.
No, it's under Eddie Howe, so.
Well, Eddie Howe, even with notoriously slow starts, has had two of the best starts we've ever had to the Prem. In 22, 23 and 24, 25.
But Keelan says only 7 points from first. Yeah, but you got to count that they're going to lose, and we're going to win. So it's not going to happen.
And it's definite 6 pointers then between the.
Agree, Jay.
The teams involved. Involved.
So it's certainly wishful thinking, but I don't think it's going to happen at the moment. I think it's a little bit too. It's too positive that not even the happy clapper in chief could even back that up. That tells you right there.
I'm going to get me suit measured.
Well, some will be in the suit measure, of course, after the part you said, which we'll try to get for you in a few. We got some comments in here. Paul White says we won't win the league. We will finish top 6. Which that could be. We need to bet back in Champions League. Finish 5th, finish 4th, whatever. That's going to be maintaining our levels. We've improved the squad. Spent $200 million. We can't use that we haven't spent crap, anymore. We spend, and we on top of the squad that finished in Champions League multiple times. You lost a striker, but you got a better one. So what's the point? We just got.
Oh, hello! We got a better one. This is the man who thought Isaac was the bee's knees.
He was the best. He was the best last season. He's not the best now. How hard is that to understand? It's kind of weird. He was the best last season. He's not the best now.
And why was he the best last season?
Because he was in a good system. And he was
in a system geared entirely to supplying him.
And he's still a very skilled player, by the way. Under the right skin. I mean, the right format, the right club, the right type of play, then he'll do well. Right now over there, he's not. Which, by the way, I think it's just a matter of time anyway. So I think it's just a matter of time. Liverpool will start playing great, giving him the ball, and he'll just push it in and score. But I don't think we've lost anything. I think we're good. I think we're good.
He's got a
We had
winger.
many slow starts with Isak as well, man. So it's not new.
Well,
It's not about Isak. It's not about Isak.
But the thing is, he's got a winger at Liverpool whose prime objective is not to feed him, but to score himself. And that's the difference. You know, Salah is not interested in feeding Isak to get the glory. Salah wants the glory himself. And you're frozen, by the way, Chris.
I am?
Nope, you're back.
You know, so, but either way, we should have a better team. We should be playing better, and that's to Eddie, obviously. So, but it can happen. But winning the Premier League, yeah, that's just, I don't see that at all. Anyway, let's go with some start comments here. Is we are here. Let me see. Is Isak still on strike? Well, it seems like it because he's not doing anything. So there you go. Jordy Dan, we've done well considering the start of the season. We were without a striker. Cannot wait for Wissa to join the team. Plus have Jacob Murphy, Tino, and Hull back. Exciting times ahead. James Cuff. Burn has to be left back for me now with Hall out, even though I don't like it. Having a right footer at left back is a recipe for disaster, too predictable for the opposition, and will cause pressure on ourselves. Chris Hintonio says, I will stick by my word regardless of haters. Max Dowman is the best British talent since Gascoigne. Interesting. That's the Arsenal player, isn't it? So there you go. Steven NUFC, gonna be honest, I'm loving the Isak currently a flop at Liverpool. It's great to see. There you go. David Veach here says we could play Trips at left back and Chow at right back with Botman and Byrne in the center at a push. Interesting. Chow, why couldn't you just play Kraft at right back? Why you gotta invent something? But again, we want to invent something so we don't take Byrne out, and that becomes my issue. Because we become Player FC instead of Newcastle United FC. And that is it. Just make it simple, man. Make it simple. Jay, we need to regroup over international break and beat our duck down at Brighton on the return. We're gonna play Brighton coming up soon. Of course. Thank you, Mercury Dan, for being a member for 10 months. Says Salah's ego has been dented. 2 greedy players lose. Says that. Well, he was trying to give him the ball actually a few times, assist Isak. So and Isak just bottled it. So I don't know. I think Salah wants to win, man. He's on a great contract. He's just Salah is on the way out, man. He just wants to have fun and celebrate Christmas. Stephen NUFC says regarding Wissa, I was out not long ago chatting to someone who knows someone that knows someone in the club and saying Wissa will be out for the season or back late season. Ooh, that's interesting. Ginger Hoskin, Chris, can we please sell Gordon by Semenyo? He's got 6 goals this season. He's a real threat, and we need his goal attitude. Well, that's interesting, but that's not going to happen, man. For us to sell Gordon, that's going to be some major stuff happening. It's not going to happen. We got who we got, and we are who we are.
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are.
Jordy Dan, if Wayne was Eddie Howe, he would have Dan Burn cloned and play in every position. There you go. No doubt about it.
Not true. If I was Eddie Howe, I would do exactly what Eddie Howe's doing now. Play Dan Burn at left back.
I'm going to get me suit measured.
You would play
another clean sheet with Dan Burn at left back.
You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from
Blythe.
You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blythe.
Shame, oh man. Shame. I'm telling you, man. This guy is Oh, we don't want to play your song there, but you are proper knackered.
We are knackered.
Anyway, Keelan Wetland says, I think we are in a state where it is not crazy to say Newcastle can beat any team in the Prem in the amount of games that will kill us. It's the amount of games.
It's the amount of games that will kill us.
No, I mean, well, first of all, I don't know that we can beat every Premier League team simply because actually we can. We can based on attitude, based on skills, based on the players that we have. We shouldn't fear any team. We can beat any team. But unfortunately, we have players. There's orders that are made that players follow that unfortunately are not good. And listen, man, it all comes down to one person about the attitude, about the decisions, about how we play, about being defensive and all of that. So as long as he doesn't change, nothing will change.
Yeah.
That's
more of the same. That'll do for me. Thank you very much.
There you go. Poorest start ever, and that's more of the same he wants. Boki says strikers should take penalties every time if they want them. I agree. You got to confidence is a big deal with strikers, so you got to have your strikers' confidence blowing out of his head. You need to have him very confident. And who do you rather have confident as far as scoring? As far as being in a good mood, who would you have? Who would you rather have all the confidence, Gordon or Voldemort?
Is that a question to me?
Yeah.
I want them both.
No, I just one or the other.
Well, we'll keep on criticising our wingers for lack of output. Wingers rely on goals and assists. That's all they're there for. So I want me wingers to have just as much confidence in front of goal as I do me strikers.
So what are you saying? Which one are you choosing, Gordon? You want Gordon to be...
If Walter Mata was to take the number 9 shirt, I'd want me number 9 scoring goals and me number 9 taking penalties.
So what the hell did you say?
As long as he's chickening out and taking the 27.
Who says he's checking out? You're making that assumption.
He said he wanted the 27.
Maybe the 9 was not offered to him. How do you know that? How do you make a guy that's checking out with his personality wanted the ball, but they took the ball away from him? It's a decision being made, and Eddie Howe made that decision, by the way.
Yeah. And Anthony Gordon was a designated penalty taker.
Well, that's
and if anything, that little it didn't, as it happened, it didn't create a problem, but it could have created a problem because
it will. It
couldn't have made it any easier for Gordon to take the penalty at the finish. The
problem is that it will be a problem because Voltemata is not going to put up with this nonsense too long.
Well, because Gordon wasn't on the pitch, so now Eddie can turn round and say, after seeing that penalty, like I say, have a shootout on the pitch, man. Be excellent, that.
Here we go, man.
Are you stupid or what?
Toon Nut. I want Big Nick to get more chances at goal than Isak. I agree with that as well. That's going to be a massive. That has a lot to do with it. Exactly. Keelan says, I think we are in the state where it's not crazy to say Newcastle can beat any team. I think we read that one. Jay, let's get JJ and Wissa playing before we start overthinking our season. We should do very well this season. Yes, says Jay. Slappin says, comical Alan Patsy Pardue will say anything to try to remain relevant. There you go. Well, he was not bad coach, though. He was one of the good coaches, man.
He was one of the better ones, certainly. Certainly the best one under Ashley.
I fancy
if you discount Keegan, of course.
I fancy us to win another cup, but the league a stretch, says Stephen Field. And Jay here says we must be careful with injuries. Our campaigns across all competitions intense on top 11 players, game in, game out, with travel, man. Travel. You guys in the travel, man. Oh, man. In little opposition for betting training. Travel, man. You could take 40 minutes to anywhere in Europe. You call that travel. Come to South America for the Copa Libertadores, man. We actually got to go above the Andes, most times in the cold, in the altitude. Come on, man. And on top of that, they don't even let you sleep. Other fans are blowing up the whole hotel the night before. Come on, man. Sometimes they take the air conditioning off of the visitors' locker room. They take out. They don't give you water. Talking about traveling, man. These guys travel in their own private plane. They eat whatever they want. They drink whatever they want. They sleep happy. Come on, and travel 30 minutes to the next country. Come on, man. Give our one. Hit the like button, folks. Highway. Hit the like button. 68 likes only. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get to 100 likes. Shamrock Balls. Are we sitting here now seriously saying that Spurs, Chelsea, Man United, Villa are better than us? Who's better than us in the league than aside from Liverpool, Arsenal, and City? I agree with you. But you can be better. Like, I think we are better than all those teams you mentioned, or we are in the same level than those teams, no doubt about it. But no, it's about...
The bookies set their odds. The bookies set their odds based on the bets that they're taking. And those other clubs that he's just listed there,
yeah, but that doesn't mean they're better.
Allegedly on paper not being better than us, they'll have more fans betting on them to win than we've got fans betting on us to win. So that's how the odds are formed by the amount of the volume of bets that are going on.
Betting has nothing to do with football, man. It's irrelevant. It's just two old twats getting together and doing their thing to make money. That's irrelevant to football. Right now, we're talking proper football. Newcastle United has nothing to envy any of those teams that Shamrock has named. It's about our decision making and how we play, and that's down to one man and one man only. I can have the best players.
And are you happy with that one man? Or are you not happy with the one man?
Right now, I'm not. No, right now I'm not.
Right now, what's he doing wrong?
Changing formation week after week. Subs are not good at all. In-game management, not good at all. So all of that combines to Newcastle United.
So what would your team have been yesterday? And formation?
No, I don't have an issue with the team. Yesterday.
And the formation?
Nothing. I don't have a team.
You haven't got an issue with a team or the formation?
Yesterday, we got to look at the whole season.
What was wrong with the substitutions yesterday?
We got to look at the whole season. Again, you keep on going about one game. One game is not the reason why we're just above relegation zone. That's not the point. You're missing out completely. You see how you're trying to do that? You're trying to deviate.
What would you do? Let's go at the start.
You're trying to lie to Newcastle fans.
What would you have done against Aston Villa, Mr. Clever Manager that you are?
I said it during the time. I said it during the instant reaction. I said it all. It's all on footage. You can all rewatch what we said at the time, how we reviewed it, and what we would have done. And matter of fact, more than that game against Aston Villa was all right. It was just the second game or something? Or was it the first game? No, it was the first game.
It was the first game.
So, that was just the first game. But then you start getting into the Barcelona, you start getting into the Leeds, you start getting into the Bournemouth. All of those games add up, bad decisions add up, and you shoot yourself in the foot, plain and simple. So all of that adds up to...
Yes, Aston Villa was okay. Liverpool, what happened against Liverpool?
We kept playing the same numpty up front.
Apart from, the most important thing that happened that game actually was that Gordon got sent off.
And that too. But regardless...
It was up front.
Exactly. And then you agree that he's a numpty, right?
And then we're still... With the formation that was then adopted did enough to win that game. And ended up getting nothing because we sucker punch at the end. When there was 52,000 people screaming when the 11 minutes extra time went up, screaming, yes, come on, we can win this now. And then 2020 hindsight after the event, we should have closed shop. We've got a draw. We should have closed shop.
Yeah, well, that's
Try telling that to the 52,000 people in the stadium.
well, the 50,000 people are not.
When they were on the
what are you talking about?
back foot.
It's all poor defending, man. Poor defending, and many decisions again, as we said, and we pointed out after
Poor
every
defending, and yet the only teams that have scored against us are
against
Liverpool,
your
Arsenal, and Barcelona.
against your wishes.
One of the best teams in the world, the two teams at the top of the league.
Against your wishes to do a Carabao Cup celebration after every match reaction from now on. Against those wishes of yours, we actually talk about the game in hand, proper reactions, and we talk about what happened in each and every one of those. And every decision, we said it before kickoff, we say it after a full time, and we said it at the time. So all of that you're talking about in hindsight makes no difference at all. We said again against Barcelona, play. You've been crying for a striker. Play the striker. He didn't. He played some other guy who again.
Kevin Bell. What would you do instead, Chris? Other than Leeds away, where we played 5 at the back when we probably shouldn't. What else?
I already told you. The same thing against Bournemouth. Playing a striker against Barcelona. All of that cost us plenty. It worked against USG. You got the job done against a very, very poor side. Yes, we only played good 2 games this season. Two games. Against Wolves, we beat them 1-0. 1-0. And USG, a poor side in the Champions League. That's what we've done. Yesterday, we didn't even play that good, but we got the 3 points. Well taken. But the form needs to change. The form needs to, at some point, come about, because we're going to face teams like the ones you mentioned, and we're going to lose like it's happened. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. It's not hard. It's really not.
It doesn't matter that we haven't got Hall, we haven't got Livramento.
How many?
We haven't got another centre forward.
Hall got hurt last Wednesday, man. Or against Arsenal, actually. You know, Livramento. Hall's not been hurt all season. No, he hasn't. He's been there. He played against USG. Yeah, he's out because of the USG. He's out because of the USG game. So, come on, man. Stop defending everything. Harper calls, so you want to point out one against me? No, it's one for me. Chris is right. Still waiting for it to click. It's fine to point it out. No drama needed. Exactly. But, you know, non-critical thinking fans, they just want to get drunk. They want to go out there, smoke cigarettes, and just happy clap all game, eat cheeseburgers and all that crap.
What has drinking, smoking, and eating cheeseburgers got to do with critical thinking?
Because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. You know, some fans like you, it's a vibe. You just go out there, want to hang out with the guys, blah, blah, blah. You drink, and, but some, listen, that's your prerogative. You can do what you want. But some want to sit here and just think.
And
again,
be negative.
We are able to do that right now.
Criticize. It's easy to criticize, very hard to praise.
No, but you tell that whoever does that, I actually praise many times here. So the actual ones that need praising.
Grudgingly.
So as far as this country is concerned, where I'm at in the United States of America, thinking is still free. In the UK, I think it is, but it might be changing. So you do it. Meanwhile, you can win. We got to think. You got to be critical. You got to use common sense. And at this point in time, we're not there yet. It's not clicking. There's again, like Harpo was saying, no drama needed. But you got to point it out. You got to point out you can't.
Bournemouth looking very good now. They're right.
Oh my God! I point at Bournemouth.
And by the way, we should have beaten them because we didn't get the penalty when Baltimore had his shirt pulled. Quite right too. All of these just get swept under this. This was Poxy management, Poxy game management, Poxy's team selection, favoritism, da. Wow.
Well, anyway, you're the one that ran out of the max reaction because people didn't agree with you. So, that just tells you the stage of you at the moment.
You're out your mind, man.
Exactly. You are very much out of your mind. More things here. Interesting because
Except
Premier
that
League
was directed at you.
Premier League center backs ball carrying frequency. Malik Chiao with 7.5 on top of everyone else right now. He's probably played less than all of these guys. Lenny Yoro, Van Hecka, Ibrahima Konate, Toti Gomez, etc. Malik Chiao is serious business. And actually, the list goes on. He's above Mark Gahey. He's above Adair Bioyo, Gabriel, Alderete de Macam, Chalaba, and all those guys. So Tarkowski from Everton. So he is top of the cream right there. Malik Chiao cannot come off this team. Cannot come off this team. Although people like you, they bring out a stat that we lose games every time Chiao is on. So that just proves of your, ability to watch the game and understand it. But Malik Chiao, unbelievable. Yesterday, solid performance once again. And even Eddie Howe right now, which is hard, by the way, for Eddie to say, oh my God, I can't put Shar in. He's going to find it very, very difficult to not put Shar, to take out Malik Chiao, because obviously if he does that, there will be some serious consequences, I believe. I mean, Malik Chiao cannot come off this team. I think you would agree with that, although you brought up a stupid stat earlier last week. I'm assuming you've come to your senses now, right?
I think we've got a squad and we've got to rotate it and get and do it. And we're very fortunate that we've got currently a cohort of 4 excellent centre halves.
Mm. But I didn't ask all that.
And there's no reason why they shouldn't be rotated.
I didn't ask all that. Malik Chiao, he can't come off this team, right?
He can come off the team, of course he can.
Why?
Because we didn't want to burn him out. He cannot play 60 games a season.
He'll play against, I don't know, Bromley or Lincoln City or one of them twats. But everybody else, he needs to play, right? Every important game, he needs to play.
I would say so, huh? It'd be my
choice,
right, there you definitely.
Go. So we got a straightforward answer there instead of funning around, trying to be because I know you're
ask the same question about burning Botman at centre half, and you get a completely different answer. I absolutely agree that Chiao is a better centre half currently than what Shea has been, and he's given us a little bit going forward. But talk about Botman and Byrne, completely disagree. Byrne at centre back's done absolutely nothing wrong. Botman's done quite a bit wrong.
Oh,
he's done a lot right, but he's still everybody thinks he's this Rolls Royce, and it's just not true. Plus, we definitely need to manage his minutes.
But what about
because we know he's made of glass.
So you can't manage Byrne minute?
Has Byrne got an injury record at all? Has Byrne not proven that he just Mr. Reliable, Mr. Duracell Bunny, which is another reason why he's more worth playing than what Botman is, because he's going to be there.
That's interesting, man. I can't even see Byrne on this list that I was let me see the ball carrying frequency for center backs. He's not even on the list, man. Maybe if I scroll down, I'm gonna open the link and scroll all the way down and find where he at. But so
where's Botman? Where's Botman?
Well, let me go look for him. So you truly believe
go
right
on, find Botman ball carrying, because he doesn't do it.
But yesterday when Tim wasn't
the ball to Byrne or trips.
On the match reaction, when Tim was enlightening you about him passing the ball forward, opening the lines, you lost your mind because you think that he doesn't do that. You think that Botman is a numpty with 2 square feet.
I don't think he's a numpty at all.
So
I think he's a very, very good centre back.
He's not better than Byrne.
But he doesn't do all this magic stuff that everybody seems to say him doing.
Is he better than Byrne? That's my question.
No.
Oh, wow.
You're out your mind, man. Right, there you
go. So you are truly saying that Botman is not better than Byrne?
I'm truly saying it. How many times have I got to say it? Right, there you go.
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are.
I mean, I'm just trying to process this, I'm trying to we are live, by the way.
It takes no processing at all. In my opinion, Dan Byrne is as good a centre back as what Botman is.
That's incredible.
Botman is not this fantastic Beckenbauer centre half that everybody's got him pegged for. Have you looked? How far down the list have you looked? Have you found Botman yet with these progressive carries?
The website is in German. I can't understand it, so it says. Let me go.
Will there be a translate button there somewhere?
I'll look for it in a minute. No worry, man.
I'll look for it as well.
So Predator says, "When you're really Predator, you are really off your tits. Botman is way better than Byrne." And this is from somebody that usually agrees with me.
Perceived wisdom, Paul. Perceived.
But why
wisdom.
do you call Predator is a local fan? Why do you call local fans? They're hypnotized. That they are biased. That
Predator is definitely not hypnotized. He's a man and will agree to differ. You obviously think Botman's better. I think Byrne's better.
Listen, I think that Botman overall is better. My honest opinion, and it could be unpopular to some folks, I don't have the energy to argue Botman or Byrne at the moment. If you put Byrne there,
it's just a lovely problem to have.
No. Listen, if you put Byrne there with Chiao, because he needs Chiao. Without Chiao, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. But you put there Byrne, and as a center back, I'm just going to look at. I don't have the energy to argue that at the moment. But if you ask me who's the better, you got to choose Botman. I mean, it's plain and simple.
Well, you've got to choose Botman.
The fact that you wouldn't, I think it just proves of the very, very heavy bias that you have. I mean, because first of all, not one single time here.
You can argue with that. I can argue the same. It's a very heavy bias.
No. Because I've criticized Botman before many times. That's the problem. That you don't have footage of you criticizing Byrne ever.
I don't. You've got any amount of footage criticizing Byrne.
No, not at all.
When he's been burned on the left hand side, I criticized him yesterday when he missed the ball that was coming down and tried to play it out and it bounced up and nearly gave them an opportunity. I criticized him then.
But then you triple down on the praise 2 seconds after that. So it's really irrelevant.
Well, he recovered well and got the ball back, but that still didn't alter the fact that he'd been done.
Do you think that you have a bias as far as, because you do actually, but I'm just trying to see if you are, you can look in the mirror here.
Tell you what I've got a bias for, right? My bias is for playing a player who absolutely loves the Toon, who'll give his all, who'll give his life for it.
Right, life. He won't give his life. Don't worry about that.
And you bet your life. You crawl over a mile of broken glass to play for the Toon. And when he does, he plays well enough to get picked for England.
No, he won't. He got picked
when he's in the twilight of his career, he still gets paid to play.
Here's some critical thing.
Play for England. That's the sort of player that I'm prepared to put my faith in.
Here's some critical thinking for you, right? Here's some critical thinking for you. Byrne is a really good defender. That's what he got.
You seem to think you're unique in being able to critically think.
No. A lot of people in the chat do.
Trust me.
A lot of people in the chat do. So here's I'm going to show you though. I want to show you.
Yeah, because go with the flow. If everybody thinks Botman's better than Byrne, I better jump on that bandwagon.
No. I say what I think, and then I see the chat, and I'm like, wow, I must be right. Compared to you, it's kind of a bad. Don't look at the chat. That's what I tell you all the time. Just close the chat. Don't look at it. You're gonna be. But I think
everybody's entitled to their opinion.
This is some objective thinking here. Byrne got. I think you do him a disservice, by the way, by saying that he is just another Geordie that will climb Mount Everest to play for Newcastle. No, he won't. If you tell him he's going to get paid half less, he's going to go to another club. So don't worry about that. He's not. He does it for the money as well. He loves the money. Byrne is a good defender. That's why he got called for England, because he's a good defender, and he will probably go to the World Cup, deservedly so, because he's a good defender and a good probably leader in the locker room at this point in age. So that's why.
There's another reason.
That's why. Not because he's a Geordie, not because he grew up in Blythe, not because he'll die for the Toon. No, he won't. None of these players die for anything. All right, they just come here and play, and they're happy. So I'm sure he's happy to play for Newcastle United. But let's not
Again, you
go
see, you'll
overboard.
never understand.
No, I do understand. I do understand, actually. It's that you don't understand because you maybe see yourself in Dan Burn, very short Dan Burn, and you think, man, that would have been me. Then, blah, blah, blah. I could have done that, and I could have done this. You went 11 Geordies on the pitch, and that ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? That is not going to happen. You as a Newcastle United fan, all of us
that
here,
dream is out the
all,
window now.
all of us here should want the best possible team, no matter where they're from, who they are, for Newcastle United to win every single thing possible. And if it happens,
and you think
and
I
if
do
it happens, and if it happens, some of your takes are challenge that, by the way, man. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be a good friend to you. I'm trying to be a good friend to you.
Trust me, I'll have 11 Martians playing for the Toon if we can win the Premier League.
Well, but that doesn't really reflect what you say on a daily basis. It doesn't.
No, it's nonsense. I'm reflecting on what I see, and Dan Burn is the best defender we've had for 2 seasons.
I thought you were going to say for 20 years or ever. That wouldn't
the last 2 in the current squad, he's the best defender we've got. Does he make mistakes? Of course he makes mistakes.
Wait. In this current squad, he is the best defender we got.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're out your mind, man. Well, who's better?
Chow.
Oh, shut up,
Yeah.
man. You've seen him in 2.5 games.
No, more than that. I mean, the speed, how fast he recuperates a ball, how fast he defends. I mean, this guy is unreal.
If he's that unreal,
yeah.
How did we manage to get him for 45 million quid from AC Milan, one of the top clubs in the world? If they've got this unreal centre back, why would they sell him to lowly Newcastle United for 45 million?
The club wanted to sell him. The club wanted to sell him, not the manager.
What I'm saying. Why did they want to sell him?
Massimiliano Allegri, I don't know if you know that name, but he's a coach. He used to manage Juventus, and now he manages AC Milan. He didn't want to sell him. He made it clear and evident in press conferences, we want Malik Chow to stay. Malik Chow wanted to leave, by the way. He'd been there for a long time. He wanted to leave. So that's what happened. And obviously, in the midst of all that, he hasn't been called up for Germany. But you better believe next call-up, he will be.
He's never been called up for Germany.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has.
No, he hasn't under 21. He's never had a game for Germany.
That means Germany, man. That's also part of Germany. So he will be called up next year. You better believe. You mark my words. He plays like this. He will be called up for Germany. Mark my words. And if you want to go down that route, if you compare him to the Dan Burn levels, he still has a long time to get called up for Germany. Because Dan Burn just got called up.
He certainly has, and he's got a long time to improve till he's as good as Dan Burn.
No, get out of here. As good as Dan Burn. Win, man. Listen, you have no clue how bad of a disservice you do to Dan Burn.
Are you stupid or what?
You know, that's the issue. That you go over, man. That you just want the best defender and the best this and the best that. He's a really good defender, Dan Burn. Really, really good soldier for Newcastle United. And probably will go down as one of the, most remembered players of this era. And fair enough. And also the tale of him scoring in a cup final. All of that, it's always going to be remembered. But man, relax, man. Relax. Tomo is saying, pointless argument, guys. All our defenders, when called upon this season, have put in a stellar shift. Yeah, but you got to pick two, buddy. See, that's the thing, you got to pick two. And the two that play in Champions League and Premier League, they're the better ones. They should be the best ones. The ones who play against Bromley and Bradford and all of those clubs, they're the lesser ones. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. You have to have the best. You have to have your best team playing Champions League and Premier League, and you have to choose two. You have to choose two. Simple as that.
And there is an argument for playing Botman and Chow in those games. In that argument,
in those games. In what game? Champions League.
I'm saying there is an argument for playing Botman and Chow in the big games. Right. In other words, Botman in front of Byrne.
There you go.
And that argument.
There you go. Well done. Now you're coming to the dark side.
Yeah, but this is an argument that you've never put forward. That argument is that we are building a partnership that's going to way outlast Dan Byrne's career and Fabian Schär's career.
Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
And so you can argue that, but right now, whilst Byrne and Chow can perform equally as well as Botman and Chow, there's it means that whoever gets the shirt has to perform, because they know for a fact if they don't perform, they're going to be out of the team, and that's exactly the situation that we want.
Folks, help us reach 100 likes. We got 85 only. Come on now. If you're getting on, hit the like button. Please help us. If you're watching on YouTube, help us reach as many likes as we can. We're having a good banter, good debate, good discussion here with all things Newcastle United, of course. So let us know here. Butman every day of the week says Choppy. Dan Byrne has age against him now. The only thing, that's a disservice to Byrne, playing left back, for example, which I agree with Jesus, we have no choice as far as that. So we're not talking about Byrne.
He is without doubt the best left back option that we've got currently.
Well, no, not without doubt. What are you talking about, man? First of all, he's not a left back, so there's no option there. He's just a center back.
He played a full season at left back and the best defense in the league.
That doesn't make him a left back. First of all, in that particular season, you are misleading, because we essentially play with three center backs at the back. Three center backs at the back. Byrne stayed at the back. He wasn't going nuts like now, and that's my issue. Byrne needs to understand what he's capable of doing. Look at his face. By the end of every first half, man, playing left back, he is knackered, man.
Well,
it's not in him. It's not in him, man. It's simple. You got to play to your strengths. I don't have an issue with him playing left back per se, but he has to play to his strengths at the moment. Obviously, because
we completely abandon any left-sided attack.
He doesn't even attack. He doesn't even attack.
Does, man.
How many? What did he create yesterday?
He created one big chance.
Well, what's the big one chance? Tell me the minute.
When he overlapped, it wasn't even Gordon. It was J7, I think. J7, him was on the left wing. He overlapped and we crossed it, and they just managed to clear it.
Man, come on, man. I just don't know what to see, man. They try to pass it one time, pass it to somebody else, pass it to Sales, try to cross it, it went somewhere else. And come on, man. Listen,
you're talking utter rubbish.
No, I'm not. It's not his thing. Why can't you just admit it's not his thing? He can't. He's not a left back.
He's a better centre back than a left back, yes.
He's not a left back.
He's the best left back we have currently got available.
Anyway, man, again, I don't want to argue Byrne is a left back, because unfortunately he has to play there. He's not a good one, but he'll do a job. He could do a job defensively.
Right. Okay.
I think that would be
let's
decent.
leave it at that then.
He can be a good defensive. You just got to stop. You see the halfway line? I would say, Byrne, don't go over that. Just stay back, stay behind. Keep your man in front of you.
So you were saying
that we're
going to tell the opposition you don't need to worry about the left-hand side anymore, because we're going to
I want you to wake up when they're not worried about the left-hand side. They're not. I think right now you need to tell Byrne, stay in front of your attacker, 6 feet in front of him like COVID. Don't just 6 feet. You get too close, he's going to get by you and he's gone. Stay in front of him, 6 feet in front, and just follow him in that way and then defend. I think that's even better, because now the opposition doesn't think we have a hole that they can exploit on the left-hand side. So, again, he can do a job that. And actually, but I will, because I wanted to point out something that I saw in the comments about we should be playing 3 at the back. I actually would welcome that if we did it properly with three center backs at the back. I think that was glorious the way we played against Arsenal, the way we played against many teams really, and we beat them. But with a proper attacking methodology. Now, obviously, right now the wing backs could be Gordon and it could be Ilanga. They're going to be more forward than at the back. But with those three at the back, and then you got Tonali in the middle to help, and you might have Joe Linton or Bruno there to help as well. Maybe not so much Bruno, because Bruno probably be going forward much more. That can be very, very dangerous for the opposition. But why can't we do that? Why do we have to be 4-3-3 with a left back that's not a left back? Why can't we adjust to three at the back, being at the Berlin Wall there, very solid with Botman, Byrne, and Chow, and then you get your wishes because you are Byrne FC. So you get your wishes to have your favorite player there much longer than this, because this is not going to last, by the way. So you get much longer, and then you got a proper team. And even with Tino comes back, with Lewis Hall come back, you have your wing backs and so on and so forth. I think that could work out very well. So there you go. Now, interesting comment here from Derek Wedding, who I haven't seen in a long time here, but he's been criticized me many times before, I think. The left side does suffer attacking options when Byrne plays. Left back is Gordon has to cover for him.
I agree with that.
Byrne, more than go forward, and Byrne has to play that. Exactly. So, you see a lot of Gordon, Joe Linton, Bruno having to help out in defense. It's simply because Byrne, and it may be that's what he's told to do, which is go forward, man, try to give us an option. But unfortunately, it's not working. And
with the current setup that we've got, would have exactly that same problem on the right-hand side. Because
no, we don't.
Kieran Trippier can't get back either.
First of all, he doesn't.
So what you'd be saying with our current availability is that we give up both sides.
My only issue with the way you're phrasing this is Trippier is a right back. Oh, he's been all his life. He
Correct.
is the stature of a right back, and once he gets going, he can run like a right back. He can't do it every game. That's why he's smart enough to stay back, to allow Ilanga to do the running and to do all that. He actually helps out a lot in defense, and he cocks up a lot of passes sometimes.
Well, that's by the way, that's part of the problem we've had this season as well.
Byrne doesn't do that. Byrne thinks he's
the problem is that Trips and Ilanga are not yet on the same wavelength. 3 or 4 glaring examples of that yesterday, when Trips has got the ball and Ilanga is standing on the halfway line, and I'm yelling at him, get up the wing, man, get up the wing, because Trippier was wanting to pass it to him, and he didn't make the run. So Trippier had to go inside, instead of what he would have done for Miggy's sake, just pass the ball up the wing, knowing that Miggy's going to get onto it. Then that happened 3 times, and then the opposite happened. Ilanga made the run, and Trippier, by that stage, wasn't even looking for him, and Trippier passed the ball inside again.
But, it's that ship has sailed, though. Trippier's not going to be that guy again. We don't have Miguel Almiron. It's not going to happen.
Well, we're hoping that when Tino comes back, he's going to be as good as what he was before the injury.
We're not going to see our best team until
We've got to make the best of what we've got right now. And the best we've got is Byrne at left back, and people can whinge about it as much as they want, but that is currently the best option.
So people can have, can be right and express their opinion, and we'll do the wrong thing. So that's weird. But it is what it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't have energy to argue Byrne anymore. I think he's a good, probably good human being. I don't know him. I have to say any different anyway. But he's decent. He'll be going with England. So Tuchel does love him. if he knows what's good for him, I hope he doesn't have the same obsession that Win and Eddie has for him, because then England are proper knackered. But I think he'll do a job in England, of course, and I think he needs to play center back. He will play center back, I'm assuming, and he'll do his thing, man. Mark Gihey in Bern, I don't have an issue with that whatsoever. So I think that would be great. And by the way, England games coming up on this channel. We're also going to have the Tonali watch along on Saturday, as well as the Voltemara live match on Friday. So international games, we're going to keep an eye on our players, on our top performers. And of course, England, top priority on this channel as well. So if you want England will be here. And it's coming home, baby. Alongside Dan Burn, it's coming home, baby. It is coming home. That should be the sentiment from all. Dan Burn should have been giving up a penalty. I found it hilarious. It was class. There's minimal contact when he wrestled to the ground, says the lads there. But anyway, thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. We will be back later on tonight at 9:30 p.m. on YouTube, the late night show with me, Win, and who else you got coming tonight?
And Burn will be a taboo subject.
Burn will be tonight. Oh my God! I'll tell him to his face too.
No, it will be a taboo subject because it's been done. It's like Isaac. It's been done to death.
Hey, it's happening. It's happening. So who's coming on tonight?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know.
You don't know. Anyway, we'll be back at it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube.
A good panel, as usual.
It'll be a good one. So join us tonight. Thank you very much, all of you. Highway the lads. Smash the like button on your way out. See you later, folks.
Away the lads.